As a coach, and you look back on your successful seasons, you just had one this past fall. What do you think was more prominent, the skill or the mental toughness of your players?
Um, I think we focused a lot on the skill this season, especially with blocking. We had a really strong goal. Like we wanted to be top five in the country in blocking blocks per set, and we broke down blocking in a way that was very simple, both technically and how we wanted our team to block, but then also system wise in terms of what we wanted to prioritize. And I think by giving them that structure and the skill set, it was easy for them to lock into it and fully invest. And then we saw success translate right away. But at the end of the day, I think the mental part is what kind of puts you through to the next level when you're right there knocking on success's door.
Mm-hmm.
Because the mental part, usually you kind of go into matches already kind of knowing the result without even realizing you're doing that. But when it comes to like a big conference game or a ranked opponent or so on and so forth, you kind of already have made up in your mind the outcome. And if you don't pay attention to that, it can be detrimental to your success. So I think as we continue to evolve with the skills and we have the systems that are in place and we're not having to teach them year and year again, we can then dive more into that mental part of not having barriers in front of us. Because a lot of times you see teams that are successful that can battle with a team that's better than them, but those last 5 points, something switches, and it's like, oh, you remembered that before this game you thought it was impossible to beat this team, and now all of a sudden that changes your output. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it is important to invest in that mental side of it, because if you can stay confident from the first point to the last point, you're going to be that team that can do pretty much anything. So for us this year, the skill was something that we really just locked into, and it really put us in some great situations. Finished number one in the country in blocking per set.
Oh, nice.
But that mental part, I think, will continue to always improve in terms of getting you to that ultimate level of being a national champion. You can't have bad mental toughness and good skill and be a national champion. You have to have both at a very high level.